On Friday, Donald Trump threatened to impose sanctions on Russia, only to quickly revert to blaming Ukraine for the ongoing conflict. Trump announced on Truth Social that he was strongly considering implementing additional sanctions on Russia, citing reports of continued fighting in Ukraine. This comes after he recently halted U.S. military aid and intelligence to Ukraine, following a disagreement with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump stated, "Based on the fact that Russia is absolutely pounding Ukraine on the battlefield right now, I am strongly considering large-scale banking sanctions and tariffs on Russia until a ceasefire and final settlement agreement on peace is reached. To Russia and Ukraine, get to the table right now, before it is too late. Thank you." This week, attempt to pressure Russian President Vladimir Putin into ending the conflict follows reports that the White House has been compiling a list of sanctions on Russia that could be lifted as part of the Trump administration's ongoing negotiations to end the invasion of Ukraine. This list includes lifting sanctions on individuals such as Russian oligarchs, whom Trump has described as very nice people. Despite his seemingly tougher stance on social media, Trump continued to appease Putin during a press conference by downplaying Russia's aggression toward Ukraine and shifting blame onto Ukraine for the fighting. When asked if he thought Putin was exploiting the pause in U.S. military aid to continue the conflict, Trump suggested that Putin's actions were understandable. "I actually think he's doing what anybody else would do," Trump told reporters in the Oval Office. "I think he wants to get it stopped and settled, and I think he's hitting them harder than he has been. And I think probably anybody in that position would be doing that right now." Trump added, "He wants to get it ended, and I think Ukraine wants to get it ended. But I don't see. It's crazy. They're taking tremendous punishment. I don't quite get it." Trump's remarks seem to shift responsibility for the ongoing violence away from Russia and the U.S., which undermined Ukraine, and back onto Zelensky, whom Trump portrays as unwilling to end the conflict. In recent weeks, Trump has increased pressure on Zelensky while expressing confidence in Putin, who is ultimately responsible for Russia's two-year full-scale invasion. During the press conference, Trump also stated that he still believes Putin wants peace, despite continuing attacks in Ukraine. "I'm finding it more difficult, frankly, to deal with Ukraine," Trump said. Meanwhile, Putin declared on Thursday that Russia would not retreat from the territory it has claimed in Ukraine, and would seek a peace deal that ensures Russia's future security.